guys, welcome to Soul's Note Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your timeless tarot for whenever it is that you're tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing really well. Now we're using the Karmic Completions deck to set the theme for your reading today. So we have a message for the collective, please, Spirit? Can we have a message for the collective? Let's see what we've got going on. Forgive yourself and others. Oof. And then throat chakra. Express yourself. Bottom of the deck. Don't let them block your blessings. Wow. This is a big one. Right, okay. So there's a need here for you to forgive yourself and or other people. There may have been, I don't know. I'm getting so many messages. Let me just chill out. Yeah, there's definitely a need for you to forgive yourself or others. You may need to speak up, communicate your truth, and then release and let something go. There's something here. And it may be that if you stay in this energy of non-forgiveness, it's only going to continue to block your blessings. That's the energy that we've got at the bottom of the deck. Don't let them block your blessings. So regardless of what this person has done, and I've said it before recently, and this isn't to minimize your feelings or your emotions or your experiences, and neither is this to condone what somebody else has done, but there is a freedom in your forgiveness. And I've spoken about it before, but if forgiveness is a word that kind of, I don't know, because certain words can bring up certain feelings and emotions within us. If you don't like the word forgiveness, then think of forgiveness as acceptance. Whether this is you accepting, as it says there, yourself for the version of yourself that you had to be whilst you were in some sort of survival mode or a really difficult situation. It's important that you accept that that was who you had to be. You're not in that energy anymore. Or if you have to forgive somebody else again, oof, the Six of Cups. Yeah. Or if this is somebody outside of yourself, then again, it's an acceptance of who this person is, who these people were. They may not have been able to show up in any other way in your experience than what they showed up. But the universe is saying your acceptance of this situation, this past situation, it could be something that you're going through currently, is what is going to free you and allow you to, manifest your blessings. But if you stay in this energy of not willing to accept or not willing to forgive, then you're blocking, in effect, your destiny. Now, we start with the Six of Cups in the reverse. Six of Cups in the upright's nostalgia. It's fond memories. It's an energy of the past. So we're definitely talking about whether it's a past, as I was saying, a past version of you. We've got this child and then I was going to say the man-child, fucking hell. But we've got like the evolution of time here where we've got a puppy and a little boy, then we've got the full-grown dog and a man. So you may be having to forgive, like I say, something that happened in childhood or in your formative years or when you were younger. But I feel as though this lack of forgiveness has got you overly focused in an emotional way on things of the past, and it may be that that's blocking your blessings. I just feel there's a need for you to, so I was going to say speak up, and then we get the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is going to speak her truth. She's going to speak her truth, even if that truth hurts. And like I say, there's an acceptance of something here, acceptance of the truth. Speaking your truth. Somebody else that you're communicating with may have to accept the truth that you're communicating about your past. That's got you, I'm not going to say upside down, but yeah, it's like, it's completely held you out of balance. That's what I'm seeing. And now the Queen of Swords has got her back to this Six of Cups. Look at that. I've just seen the bottom of the deck. She's got her back to this Six of Cups, like she's no longer giving it her attention. But I suppose the Queen of Swords is in the upright, because I was going to say there can be an energy with this Queen of Swords that can carry bitterness about a past experience. So this is where I say the maturity, it would be beneficial if that kind of comes in, if you're looking at this now from your adult self, as opposed to your you know, injured inner child. But there's something that you need to forgive. And then, yeah, the bottom of the deck, Six of Swords, is that moving on. Allowing yourself to move away. Could be physically, very well is emotionally and mentally. Which is why the Queen of Swords has got her back to the past now. It's no longer allowing it to hold your focus. Any more messages about the Six of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords? Any more messages? Okay. Wow, look at that. And then as soon as you speak your truth here, as soon as you speak your truth, you realign your focus, you stop focusing on the past, you move on, allow yourself to move on. We've got the Fool. Brand new beginning, brand new leg of your journey. Fool is the only major arcana card in here so far. It comes, and it's the first card in the deck. But as a pairing, it's good to think of the pool, the Fool alongside the World card. Because the World card is the wrapping up of an old cycle. It's completely learning your lesson and closing the door, understanding what this experience of your past, understanding the reason that you experienced what you did. And I feel like nobody wants to hear it, myself included, but there was a maturing that this experience may have, I'm going to say not like forced, I don't force the right word, but yeah, it kind of forced you whether to grow up too soon. I don't know, you may have been like the bigger person or having to be the bigger person. And I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. It can be a good thing in certain circumstances, but there becomes a point where you've got to understand the people that you're dealing with. If you're always going to be in that martyred role of being the bigger person and forgiving, but then allowing people to come back into your life, then understand that that's a karmic cycle. So being the bigger person in this instance is cutting something out of your life that no longer serves you and then moving on independently on your own in a brand new direction, leaving all of that past shit behind. Right, show me more about this throat chakra and express yourself. Now the throat chakra is represented by the colour blue. And like I say, the throat chakra itself speaks about expressing your truth. So there's definitely something about the need to communicate the truth, whether to yourself or someone that you're connected to. It could be family. It could be a relationship partner. Oh, the Tower. Yeah, even if your truth makes the ground shake, whether this is the ground beneath your own feet. Oh, gosh. And as I've said that, I got chills. Because look, she's kind of standing on this ledge. And I'm feeling this tower is like an earthquake. So if you're standing on a ledge that's like, what's the word? Like cantilevered, where it's like hanging out and there's nothing supporting it underneath. I'm just getting like the imagery that ledge is going to disappear. But at the same time, as it's going to disappear, it's going to sort of plunge you into this portal. Can you see all that sacred geometry in the pool down there? So it's like there's no going back from this speaking your truth. There's no going back from this. Once it's been said, it's been said. There may be, I don't know, like this is the foundational energy with the Four of Wands. It's in the reversed here, so it could be a breakup in a relationship. It could be the separation of a family situation. But there's some sort of foundational energy that is going to be rocked as you express your truth. And even if your voice is shaking as you speak your truth, there's still a need for you to speak it. The Tower is Scorpio energy. Scorpio rules the 8th house. The 8th house is like all that goes on below the surface. So this very well could be what you're being encouraged to express yourself about. Whether these are feelings, we start with the Six of Cups, emotions that you've kept suppressed, that you haven't communicated, that have been bubbling up, like I say, for a long time. It's time for you to speak your truth here. But it's going to, like I say, it's going to change everything. And not in a bad way, though. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way, right. Strength in the reversed. Some of you are really scared to do this communicating your truth, putting down boundaries. Because the Strength card in the reverse can speak about weakness, not having the courage. And again, all these 3 cards are major arcana. I feel like the universe, that's what I mean, this Tower card very well can speak about, what's the word, like a universal intervention. So you may be being pushed to speak your truth, almost like by the hand of God or something like that. And you may be fearful of doing that. This is card number 8. 8's rule, movement, change. So without you speaking your truth, this situation isn't going to change. Your blessings are going to remain blocked. There is going to be no forgiveness of yourself and others. And I understand that expressing yourself, especially from this place, like I say, of this Pluto energy, it's the deep, dark, transformational stuff. It's the deep stuff. So it may come as a shock or a surprise to whoever it is that you're going to communicate this to. But it has to be said. It has to be said. Yeah, we've got the 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is the Wounded Warrior. It's also like my PTSD card. So it very well could be that you're speaking up about actions that were taken, things that were done repetitively that caused you a level of trauma. Right, okay, any more messages relating to this reading? Any more messages? Oh God, we've got a whole load out there. 7 of Swords in the reverse, the Knight of Wands and the 4 of Cups in the reversed. Wow. Wow. This is about the don't let them block your blessings. 7 of Swords in the upright is deception, trickery, thieving. So somebody robbing you, stealing something from you, whether it's your energy, your money, your time, your love. But in the reverse, this is like something coming out, something being exposed, and it could be you that is exposing it. Somebody may have felt as though they got away with something, because that's what 7 of Swords in the upright is. But in the reverse, there is no getting away with the things that were done in the dark, as we talked about this Pluto energy. So you're communicating the truth is going to bring light to something that happened to you. And look at the free energy that comes as a consequence of it. The Knight of Wands, you couldn't get like a more enthusiastically moving forward energy after that. So it's like you speak your truth, you speak your truth, and then you're able to move forward with that reignited passion for yourself. There's also an integration of your shadow here. And again, that's that Pluto energy. And it's like you're no longer going to be, like I say, focused on the past in a way where you're missing your blessings. There's a bowl, singing bowl down here that's being offered to her, and she's complacent. She's not looking at it. She's focused over here. Well, this came out in the reversed. So this Knight of Wands speaks about being a great communicator. So even if I feel that some of you are fearful of speaking your truth, but your communication skills are actually decent. So it's like an unfounded fear. An unfounded fear here. Don't lack faith. You're not trapped in this situation. And I feel the moment that you speak up, you recognise that you don't have to put up with this. You don't have to pretend that this isn't going on or hasn't been going on, whatever this 7 of Swords is. And you can move forward. Because you can actually put your energy into something that you want to create. Because your blessings are going to start pouring in from that point on. This is absolutely fascinating. Right, okay, I don't need to clarify anything. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is now. Oh, gosh, I've just seen it. It's the 10 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, bottom of the deck. This is what the universe doesn't want you to block. Whether it's a stable, long-lasting, committed relationship for some, financial security, generational wealth, it's health, it's abundance, having more than what you need. This is what you're blocking by holding something in. Because say whether it's a lack of acceptance of this situation, of people outside of you, what they've done, or an aspect of yourself that you need to forgive for either letting these people get away with it for so long, for you allowing the past to affect you for so long. There's a need for you to forgive. You can't do what you're unaware of. So you can't beat yourself up after the fact. But if you continue to kind of sit in that energy, and I'm talking about myself as well, I had to forgive myself for a hell of a lot of stuff and continue to every day. As a mom, God, it's like, yeah, there's just so many things that you don't feel you're doing enough of or good enough, that you just have to be like, I'm doing my best. With the resources, the information, with where I'm at in my life, this is all I can do. So this forgiving of yourself it's not a one-time job. It's a continuous, as we move and we step onto a new path and we embark on a new journey when we don't know it all. And we've got to forgive ourselves for that, or at least have realistic expectations. But the forgiving yourself is definitely a big one here. And yeah, the Ten of Pentacles is what the universe isn't wanting you to block. Oh, right, okay. I don't know why I really want to use this deck. I've not used it for ages, so let's shuffle. This is like the Lenormand. I don't know if it's the Fairy Tales Lenormand, but let's pull any additional messages from here. Any further messages for the collective spirit? I can feel them coming out in my hand. They're not falling out the deck though. I only really take jumpers. Any messages? Let's go. Any messages? Right, let's see what the bottom of the deck is. The bird, tweets, gossip and worry soon passing. So like I say, this is, I don't know. Tweets, gossip and worry, but it's soon passing. Oh, look at that. Right, okay. Okay, these are the two cards. So I don't know if we saw the Four of Wands in the reverse. It's not actually made it out into the reading, but I said there could be a breakup, whether of a family situation, a relationship, somebody that you shared a home with, were committed to. It's going to be different for everyone. So there may be gossip surrounding you're breaking away from this family, from this group, from this relationship partner, whatever. But as it says, the worry concerning that is soon passing. And if people are talking about you, it's because they've got nothing going on in their own life. So don't let that stress you out. Then we've got the Mouse. What's eating away at you? But that's in the reverse. So I feel that you're coming to a point where you don't give a shit what other people are saying. You don't give a shit about the rumours. You don't give a shit about the gossip and the hearsay that's going on around you. And when you reach the point where you don't care, excuse me, when you reach a point where you don't care, and you speak your truth from a place of integrity and a place of, authenticity, and in alignment with your truth and who you are and what it is that you want, you can't care. This is like, I don't know, I'm just getting an energy of like somebody that's maybe fearful of speaking their truth because they don't want to, I don't know which nation. I'm sure it was in reference to the Japanese that I heard this. But I heard somebody say that a lot of Japanese people are very similar in terms of, you know, it's a very homogenous country. Lots of Japanese people live there. They kind of all keep each other in check. And nobody wants to stick out like a nail that's not been hammered all the way down. Because it's like by sticking out, you're going to be the one that's targeted when that hammer does come down. So everybody kind of wants to be the same as their neighbour and within their social groups or whatever. Because being that different opens you up for attack, for gossip, you know, for rumours and all of that shit. So don't allow or don't suppress your individuality, what it is that you want and need, for the sake of a wider collective here. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, that's the message. Let me get you a advice and guidance. We've got to use the trusty Signs of the Times deck to wrap this up for you guys. Okay. Advice and guidance. There we go. That was quick. Bullseye. Focus. Exactly what we were saying down here. Don't be distracted by the stuff of the past. It's really important that you focus at this time. I feel that your blessings, this 10 of Pentacles, it could be a job, it could be an inheritance, it could be a windfall of money. There could be something coming in, a commitment, whatever. But there's something coming in and the universe doesn't want you to be focused in the wrong direction so that you miss it. As it says there, don't let them block your blessings. But they wouldn't be blocking your blessings. Whatever this person, this group have done to you, it would be your focusing on that would allow you to block your own blessings. Nobody can block a blessing, especially when it's coming from a high vibrational place or God, whatever you want to call it. Nobody can block that but you. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye.